Greetings from the land of OP, I'm Rob the OPGamer, and I'm bringing you episode number 14 of our 1.7 server play series. I am going to do something today that I already did in my hardcore episode that I recorded recently that's not up on my channel yet as of this recording, episode 6 and 7, but I'm going to do it better because I fucked it up in my hardcore series, so blah. Upgraded my furnaces, just a few bits of housekeeping. Upgraded the furnaces. They are now hell furnaces. They cook shit really fast. Let's just get an example for you really quick here. I'll just grab out a little bit of iron really quick, just to show you guys. Hell furnaces, fucking awesome. They take a good bit of doing. Boo! Hell furnaces require a couple blocks of diamond and some magma cream and stuff. So I only just got them. The next upgrade of furnace requires nether stars, so I am going to start working on that. I've got 3 wither skulls here in front of me, and I've got a couple also in backup to upgrade these into extreme furnaces, but I'm just going to do 1 wither on camera because that's all I'm going to do on camera. So I've also captured a wither so I can make a wither farm at some point. So that's how that's going on. This guy's plugging away. I looked at his coordinates a little bit ago, 691 by 285. He's down like over here. He's making his way down. It's only been a couple days. I also made an ender farm. Oh, why is my thing not on? It's kind of a dark room. That lever over there will switch on lights. It's just a mob grinder in a dark room. That's all it is. It's just spawning the enderman. And I'll move this darkened glass so you can just see really quick. It's got 5 bits of cursed earth in there as well. So the cursed earth is spawning it regular monsters, which the grinder's then killing and feeding the auto spawner the essence. So it's kind of a self-contained little system. Mostly it's just to get ender pearls to power my world anchors, which are being fed by item ducts, by the way, off of my sorting system. So basically the ender pipes bring the ender pearls in to this guy right here, and then also output on the cyan color, and that pipes the ender pearls around the base to my various world anchors to keep everything chunk loaded. So it's a pretty nice little contained system. Not anything that required a whole episode or anything. I just kind of threw it up at the last second. So I'll just kind of tag those in the video so people can see how those work if they want to. And that's how that's going to work. So I've also gotten prepared here to fight the wither and to activate my division sigil once I do. So that's what this is all about. This might look pretty familiar if you see this on my hardcore server, on my hardcore play first. This will look really familiar. If not, this will look brand new to you, so I'll just explain it really quick. This is for activating the division sigil. I went back in an old video I had, and I just kind of counted to see how far out of a radius it makes cursed earth. It's about 7 blocks. So I made this into a 15 by 15 internal area because it's 7 out from the center. And I put mob grinders in here, basically to kill the mobs for me, because I didn't want to have to fight them while getting cursed earth. I also need to upgrade my excavator to have silky on it, which I will do pretty shortly here. I'll do that off camera. And then it's got fluid ducts, ender fluid conduits, also, so that it can. The item ducts are going to bring the mob drops out because I want those too, and the fluid conduits will be bringing out the essence. So I've got a chest over here to catch the drops, and I've got a tank down here to catch the fluid. And if anybody's curious as to why I'm doing this again on camera, it's because I fucked it up in my hardcore series. I didn't set this to input. I did one of these guys. So I had this guy wrenched, and he was output. When you first place the chest down, here I'll just put the conduit down. When you first put it down, it's set to output in the chest. So you want to wrench it once to put input, and I didn't wrench it. Well, I did initially, but then I upgraded the chest and put it back down, and then it would set back to output. So that kind of fucked it up. How did you get in there, horse? What the fuck? How the fuck did he get in there? Did he just glitch the glass? Let's see if he'll get killed. Yep, he'll get killed. I haven't run a power cord because my wireless power transmitter in my machine room reaches out here somehow. That's kind of fucking crazy. If anybody was curious, I put the wireless, it's an Ender IO machine, it's the wireless transmitter, and I had it right in here. See, he's right there on the wall. Apparently, oh, that was fucking weird, I got the wrong bar there. Apparently it reaches clear the fuck out here. So that's the thing. And then here's my gas box, which is what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pop into wisp mode, because this is kind of dangerous. And we're going to get right in here. I'm going to remove this. And by dangerous, I mean the wisp, or the wither is always a crazy time. This is less scary than it was in my hardcore play because of the fact that, well, I'm not going to just die and then have the whole series come crashing down around my head. So we'll just let him do his thing really quick. He'll spawn. And basically the idea is the wither box is, I keep trying to call it a gas box. I've done that before. It's got little holes around so that I can kind of get in here. And I can just sort of figure out where he's at, which is right there. We can smack him a couple times so he gets our attention. So we get his attention, rather. And then we can just get down here and smack him in his wither dick. And he can't really hit us. We're in OP Wisp mode right now. And we can just sort of smack him around and just hit him in the wither dick. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. The little explosions can hit you occasionally, like that. But they can't really get the wither effect very easily. So it's kind of a nice little system. Just smack him in the wither dick. Smack him in the dick. Smack him in the dick. Yeah, smack him in the dick. Is that a rap song? I heard that was a rap song. And by heard, I mean I saw it on a Chris Rock movie, or Chris Rock comedy sketch once. So for all I know, he could have been making that shit up. But that's that. Wither accomplished. Not hard at all. And then we get some nice hearts and things. So I'll do that a couple more times off camera because it's stupid easy. Just a nice little way to easy mode the wither. I'd like to automate it, but whatever. So now we're going to activate the Division Sigil, which we need midnight for. And I'll kind of hold on to that while we're waiting on... Well, I can't do that while we're waiting on that, so... yeah. Actually, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to show you guys what I had planned for power. What time is it of the day? Let's just find the sun really quick here. At noon, figures. So, I'm going to set up a new power system because lava generation is nice, but just not cutting it. And we're going to go with Big Reactors. So while we're waiting on nighttime to happen, we'll get the Big Reactor setup going on here. You're going to make the reactor casing, which is just going to be 4 graphite bars, 4 iron, and 1 yellorium. The graphite is just you cook coal or charcoal in the furnace. It's pretty fucking easy. These guys are not that big a deal, and I'm going to be removing some of this floor because I don't have enough room, because I didn't make my fucking castle as tall as I wanted to on accident. So that's kind of a shitty thing. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I'm just fucking... I'm terrible. That's all there is to it. Just fucking terrible. Didn't make the thing as tall as I meant to make it. Whatever. Not a huge deal. And we're just going to clear out some of this flooring. If I'd made it 7... I'm going to make a 7 by 7 by 7 reactor. So if I'd made this castle as tall as I meant to, then there'd be plenty of fucking room. But I didn't, because I'm a nub. I'm going to put it right here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to put it right here. Now that I've dug out this entire floor, I'm not going to put it right here. I'm going to put it more in the center, I think. Let's take a look here. So it would be 3, so the center needs to be right here. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be 4, 5. And then it's going to be, let's see, 6, 7. So that should start back right there. Which means we're going to want a carpenter block for our light in 1, 1, 2, and then right there, of course, where I put that. Go fucking figure. So we'll put those back. 1, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. So we'll just kind of fill this back in a little bit really quick here. My bad. Chill, nerds. Miscounts happen. Oh, damn it. So do misplaces. God damn it. So bad. Okay. I have another carpenter block, too. I probably got that in the corner back there when I cleared that part out. There we go. Got that looking nice again. I'm going to put it in the center because I want access to 3 of its faces because I want to be able to insert from a couple sides. I just think it'd be nicer in this. I don't want it in the very corner for some reason. My brain doesn't want that. It might want it later. I might have to move it. Oh, I need to get, you know what? I need to get a sacrifice ready for the Division Sigil activation too. We'll do that in a minute. I'm also going to have to dig through the floor upstairs to get down to the inner parts of this. But that's okay, we can do that. So, just going to be this guy for the flooring. I'm going to be all over this episode, because now that I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to go and figure that out in a second, because I always forget the sacrifice when activating Division Sigil. Always fucking forget the sacrifice. It drives me nuts, and then I panic. I'm like, oh god, I fucking fucked it up. So I'm going to just go find a chicken. That's all I'm going to do. Let's go find a chicken. Let's finish this flooring really quick here. And I'll put a torch down so that things don't spawn in here, because I think there's enough floor space without light now if I hit F7. Oh, no, there's not. Interesting. Probably because of the light above. Let's go find a chicken really quick here. I'm going to put these in here for the moment, and by in here I mean in my inventory. I have a safari net. This is all the shit that comes out of my fucking quarry. My ender quarry pulls up all this shit, and I don't need most of it. There it is. And we're just going to go find a chicken for our sacrifice. I want to do that before... we got a few minutes before nighttime. Let's find a chicken really quick. Chicken! There's a chicken. That wasn't hard. Single-use safari net is all we need. Could also use a lasso, but I knew I had this sitting in the chest from the, I knew I had that sitting in the chest over here from a minute ago. And you know what? I'm gonna go probably make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm just gonna put these up here really quick. And then I'm probably gonna go and get my silky jewel going on for my excavator, so I can get that cursed earth going on. And, yeah, that looks good. Dark spots? Nope. Cool. Alright, let me go and, let me go do that. I'll be back, guys. All over the place this episode, I know. Sorry. Alright, nighttime is falling, so we're just about ready to do the Division Sigil activation. Our grinders are still running, so everything's looking good on those. And I'm just going to kind of sit out here and wait for midnight because I don't want to miss it. We'll know it's ready to go when the moon's directly overhead. It's got a little bit of a displacement. You don't have to do it right directly overhead. It can be a little bit off to one side or a little bit off to the other. You'll know when it's good to go when the Division Sigil starts glowing. But if we shift right-click on this thing, we'll get to see everything is good except the exclamation point says too early. Sacrifice must be made at midnight, which we know. Altar has a redstone circle. Circle placed on dirt. Can see the moon has sufficient natural earth as in darkness, so everything's good to go except it has to be midnight. And we'll know it's all set to go once we have the thing will glow as if it's enchanted. So, and I've got my chicken ready for my sacrifice, so we'll be ready in a second. Alright, so it's almost there. Any second now. We're going to have this thing start to glow, which will tell us that it's ready to go. Hey, what? Hey, fuck you, buddy. How'd you get over the fucking thing? Asshole. Ritual failure too early, that's fine. That guy would have counted as a sacrifice if I'd let him. How did he get over the fucking glass? He must have jumped over the fucking cables. Oh well, whatever. Just about there. I think I turned the fucking camera on too early for this, but oh well, who gives a fuck? Come on. Come on! You can do it! There we go. So it started glowing a little bit off center. That's fine. Shift right click, perform sacrifice, lay down chicken, stab, boom. Good enough. That's going to give us our cursed earth. They totally got over the wall. So the grinders should now start killing people. There we go. Grinders definitely doing their jobs. Is this Fallen Night? That's kind of weird. The only thing that I've noticed about this is that the Cursed Earth doesn't like to kill, or the grinders don't like to kill some of the new mobs. There's a few mobs around and everything now, and the grinders don't like to kill all of them. So, like that slime isn't going to get killed. Skeleton will get killed for sure. Come on. Thank you. So basically, that'll just keep us down a little bit. We can get in here, we can sort of fly around and just get some of the Cursed Earth out of here. Still a little bit difficult because of spawning archers. That kind of shits me off a little bit, but... Come on, grinders, do your fucking jobs. What the fuck? I guess we gotta kill the Fallen Knights on our own. That's fine, whatever. Armored guys, pain in the ass. Thank you. Must be on natural earth. Well, we already activated you, so in your face. We'll just kind of do one of these. Trust in our armor a little bit here. No big deal. We can always pick this up in a minute here. That spider will get his ass kicked as soon as we get next to a grinder, hopefully. No! Oh, it's a special spider. That's why. What kind of spider is he? Whatever. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Nope. I don't know what adds all these crazy monsters. Oh, shitty. Fucking teleport creeper. I don't know what adds all these special kinds of monsters, but it kind of shits... Oh, that's a real creeper. God damn, this is a pain in the ass. Even with the grinders, this is a pain in the ass. Fuck you. God damn it. I just want some fucking cursed earth. No. God damn it. The problem with cursed earth is it's cursed earth. So even with my prep work, it's helping. It's definitely helping a lot. But it's still not really doing what I want it to do. You fucking skeleton. Oh, they jammed. Why did they jam? Did we already fill up our chest or something? No. Tank? No. Fuck. Oh, hey, the cursed earth is creeper-proof, apparently. That's helpful. No wonder everything was having problems. The fucking grinders... Oh, that grinder's still going. Why'd the other grinder stop? Oh, fuck, man. Did I get sharpness on my sword? That's boss. Like a boss. That's fucking... Oh, god damn! Jesus! So annoying! Did I not hit that one? Oh, I'm hungry. That's why I'm having issues. Fucking A. Fuck! God damn! This is a terrible time. I'm just gonna say it. I don't know how they're not blowing up shit tons of dirt, but they're not, so... Okay, well, we got plenty of this shit sitting on the ground now. At least my armor is fucking awesome. God! So many explosions! Well, we're starting to wear this down a little bit because they're spawning less and less because they've got less and less surface area. So I'm just gonna fucking go to town here. I don't even care. I am done giving a fuck. Thank you! Fucking grinder finally did something. He killed that skeleton that spawned. There we go. Now we're getting this out of here. Apparently it spreads out from that initial 7x7 area too, which is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. Whatever, I don't care. And then the rest of it's gonna burn in a second here. I'm trying to get all of it I can, so this grinder's definitely helped out. I'm probably just flying around being angry. I was gonna try to present some intelligent dialogue while that whole thing was happening, guys, but no, it was just rage. So, oh well, what's kind of what I do. Find situations and rage at them. So, you know, it's all good. There's that. Get as much of this cursed earth as possible. We have shit tons of cursed earth now. That's good. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Hey, come here. What the fuck? That was some shit. Whatever. Oh, my inventory's full. Fantastic. I don't need that arrow. Who gives a fuck about that arrow? One more cursed earth, I think. I should do that. Oh, nope, there's some over here that's burning. Ah! Hey, Rob, don't stand in the fire, dumbass. So the glass kind of protected some of this earth. And then the cables protected other of the earth, so that's cool. I guess it's just direct sunlight that kind of pisses it off. But hey, that's how I meant to do it in my hardcore series. Probably would have worked out better if I'd done it, you know, intelligently like that. And let everything actually land in here the way it was supposed to. We still didn't get a ton of stuff. And we only got about 18 buckets of essence. But that's 18 more buckets of essence that I got in the regular play. And now I have a hole in my backyard. So, that's cool. I'll have to go clean that up and we'll be back. There we go. Nice and neat. And I still need to clear out this chest and recover my tank, but we can do that in a few minutes. Now, I want to go make my own wings. That way I can be all snazzy like Xavier. I made my hover jet, and I still love the hover jet, by the way, but I don't want to rely on power for flying. Even though it holds 50 fucking million RF, it still freaks me out. I really just... I don't know, I still worry, like some irrational paranoid part of my brain still worries that it's gonna, like, fail at the exact wrong second or some shit. I'd rather have it just there because part of the recipe for this thing is a giant battery, and this thing does have a charge mode, so it'll keep the rest of my armor charged fully. They only hold 400,000 RF, as opposed to its 50,000, or 50 million. So I'd kind of like this to just keep the other armor charged, and then fly without expending energy. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make just a regular vanilla crafting table, because this doesn't work on a not vanilla one, and we are going to divide by diamond a few times. So that's going to involve a couple diamonds, obviously. We're going to get 2 of those, and we're going to get 2 iron, and that's how we're going to divide by diamond. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to get ready for some rings, and for what I'm going to need that, I'm going to need a couple leather, and I need the wither star, of course. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's going to be 4 gold, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and what we're making is going to be one of these angel rings. Now, what happens is these guys are baubles added by extra utilities. I think the baubles itself is added by Thaumcraft. I could be wrong on that, but they go in a ring slot, or they can just hang out in your inventory and still work. There's the invisible wings, which you can't see. Just look like they just use 2 glass up here. Or you can use the feathery wings, which looks like just, you know, bird feather wings. That's going to take 2 feathers. And then you can use fairy wings, which is just a couple pink or purple dye. And then the ones I'm going to go for are going to be the dragon wings, which are leather. Those are the ones you guys may have seen Xavier running around with in previous episodes. And then, of course, if you want golden wings, you can use just gold nuggets. So I'm going to go with these guys, just because I think it looks awesome. And it's going to be just like this pattern. And so we got to divide by diamond here, and then we have to go ahead and... Oh, I meant to throw away this ice. What the fuck? Divide by diamond, and then you have only 10 seconds before it explodes in order to get your crafting recipe on the table. So here we go. Oh god, this always freaks me out so bad. And I always stand way too fucking close. Boink. Nice. I did that way faster this time. So there's my wings, and you can see that my engine is off in the top left corner, and I can still fly. The other reason I wanted these is because something that the engine doesn't protect from is falling damage. Wings do. And I can scroll off this, and they're still on there. I can even just put it in my inventory, and they're still on there, and I can still fly. So as long as you've got them on you, you can activate it. I'm actually going to go ahead and equip it in the bauble slot there. And so now it's out of my inventory completely. It's just a nice place to hang out, and I can still use them and fly. So, flying and falling damage definitely benefits of that thing, and it's very fantastic. I'm going to hide my division sigil in here, and by hide I mean just throw it in the chest. Here's my cursed earth I got, so that's fantastic. And let's go ahead and finish setting up that reactor now really quick. What's the time that we're at here? We got 3 minutes in this clip, and we got 18, so we're at about 21 minutes. That's cool. I'll finish setting up this reactor. It's not that hard to do, really it's not. We're going to take our, let's see, here's our red net port. I'm just going to go ahead and put him right there. That's a perfectly fine place for it. Power tap. I don't want the power tap itself. That's fine, whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. Red net port lets you get in here and attach a red net cable to it, which I think I've got in my chest here. I'll just grab my tool chest out of here really quick, and we'll grab one of these guys, and you can see that this immediately connects straight to it. It goes in there. It looks like it goes straight in there. And that's kind of nice for setting up redstone signal to control your reactor, which I'll do at some point. Not right away, but at some point I'll do that. And we'll throw these in here because I've got places for these already. I'm going to take my barrel, and I'm going to put this barrel, I think just up here in the corner. It's probably a good place for it. And I'm going to take this Yellorium, which I've crafted in advance, and we're going to just stick it in that barrel. Then we're going to take our, we got a coolant port and an access port, and I'm going to put this access port right here, like that. I'll probably make another access port at some point, but this allows you to bring fuel in, and to take excess burn fuel out, because when you put the Yellorium in there, it's going to consume it, and then it will turn the Yellorium slowly through the reactive process into cyanite, I want to say that is. I could be wrong. But it turns it into another type of fuel, basically. So that's all I needed out of there, really. That's fine. I may change that to a... so I've got plenty of deep storage units laying around at this point. I may change that later. This is a reactive coolant port, which I don't know what it does at this point. Doesn't seem like it does anything, so I'm just going to leave it there just for access. And then the rest of it's going to be glass internally and fuel rods in the center, which is just going to be a circle of these guys like so. And there we go. Now this reactor does not have to be 7x7. It can be as little as a 3x3, because you have to have at least one fuel rod in the center and then walls on the side, 3x3 wide. That I should clarify right there. Whoops. Now it can be, I don't know what the maximum is. Xavier said that during one test he actually got this thing up to like by the way, these are reactor control rods. These go on top of the cells. So the fuel rod, reactor control rod on top of the fuel rods. Xavier said during one test in a single-player world, he got the fucking thing clear up to, like, 36 tall. That's a fucking huge-ass reactor. We're not going to do that. That's a little bit nuts. Even for me, that's a little bit nuts. I'm making no 36 tall reactor. Fueling it would be a fucking bitch. And speaking of fuel, that's the primary reason I haven't done one of these in a long time. We did one during our Agrarian Skies run for power, which was pretty nice. I did a build spotlight on these at one point, which is, you know, fantastic and all that. But it's just not... The problem that I have with reactors, with the big reactors, is the same problem that I had with Industrial Craft 2 nuclear reactors, is fuel. I hate fuel. All my builds that I do, you guys probably notice, anybody that's watched me for any length of time, all like one or two of you, probably knows that I don't like to have to fuck with things. I really don't like to have to I like to build something and then have it do what it's supposed to. And then if something goes wrong, then, you know, I bust in and troubleshoot it, figure out what went wrong. User's about to die. Activating hover mode. Why was I about to die? What the fuck? Anyway, apparently I didn't make enough glass, so we're gonna have to make some more glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think. 6. Oh, and these have to be... Did I? Oh, that's what I did. Okay. These have to be down 1. Because it can't be on the edge, and that upper part is the edge. So we're going to put that there. Then this is the upper edge. See that? The access ports and control ports, that kind of stuff, cannot be on the edge of the thing. It has to be on the facing the inside, basically, kind of like a smeltery. So this glass, I was just building straight up and not giving a fuck. So that was the wrong thing to do there. So that's probably where all my excess glass went, which is fine. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just close this off right now. But anyway, like I was saying, my entire problem with big reactors is the same as IC2 stuff. Anybody, like I said, anybody that knows anything about how I build probably knows that I don't like to fuck with things. I like to just build them and have them run basically forever. I don't like to have to come back and mess with them and tweak them and all that kind of stuff. I like to just be able to make a build and have it run and do its thing and never have to fuck with it. Oh, are you serious? Did I seriously get 1 off? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, so... But Xavier said that this is actually a pretty sustainable build now, or something, so I guess I'm going to trust Xavier on this one. I mean, that's kind of weird. I never trust Xavier on anything, but whatever. So, I need to make 1 more of these casings. I've got enough glass. Let's just go do that really quick. I'll just do it on camera, because it'll only take a second. Dum-dum-dum. So, yellowite, 4 iron, and 4 carbonite. Now let's just grab a yellowite from right here. There we go. And we'll come in here. And let's get the charcoal. Or coal, rather, wherever I put the coal. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all we're going to do is burn this up really quick in the furnace. Nice, fast furnace. There we go. And then we can just recipe, shift-click. Oh, I need the iron. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can recipe, shift-click. There we go. And the last thing we need to do with this guy is to make a coolant, which has to go between the walls and the fuel rods. And that's going to be this stuff here. Your options for coolant are going to be water, Enderium, and Cryothium. I think there might be others, but I don't know offhand. Cryothium is the best one. It's going to be the most. It's going to have the most coolant effects. The problem with Cryothium, of course, is that it falls, so you have to put a block for each block, and because it's got weight to it, like physics, so you have to get in here and you have to place down each block individually, like I'm doing right now. And maybe I'll just move that for a second, actually, instead of having to fly out of the fucking reactor every time. So we'll just put this right here for just a second, just to show you guys how this works out. See that? it doesn't have to be like that with liquid for cooling. This thing does not require that you have a liquid block in every single section. It just requires that liquid is flowing past it in some fashion. So these guys are actually already cooled by the runoff from the other blocks. So you don't have to do it this way, but cryothium is the best for coolant, which is why I'm doing it this way. I spent a lot of time off camera getting this shit ready, so I would be able to do this. It's just a really big pain in the ass. Xavier went with Enderium because it can just run past it. You can only make you know, enough buckets to go around the top, and then it will flow downwards, which is, you know, the most efficient way to do it. The difference in coolant between Enderium and cryothium, from what Xavier is telling me, is less than 1%. So you don't. This is really just an inefficient way to do this, but that's still 1% in my mind. So fuck it. That's how I'm going to do this. So give me a few minutes to finish putting this stuff together, guys. It's going to take me a few minutes to actually get all this down here, and I'll be back. Also, guys, don't stand in this shit. It hurts. It hurts bad. Also, apparently, I way overestimated that. I thought I would need a lot more buckets than I did, but apparently it worked out just fine. So, 7 along... Nope, it's 5 on the inside. I calculated it like this. I said 7, 7, 5, and 5 because of the sides of the wall. So I went like from one corner to the other. I went 7, and then I went other side 7, and then I went, since I already counted the corner, 5 and then 5. But nope, it's 5 and then 5 and then 3 and then 3. So you're not counting the outside wall because that's the wall. So I have a lot extra cryothium, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. So I'm going to probably just stick it somewhere. But we got everything inside done, so we're just going to close her off. And that should finish up our reactor. So that should be good right there. And that shit hurts like crazy. It really does. So we got our control. Oh, not enough reactors required. Not enough controllers. So we need one controller, which apparently I forgot to make. Everything needs a damn controller. Big Ractor controller. 4, 2, 1, and 1. Do I still have 4? No, I have 3. Go fucking figure. Let's get over here. And we're going to need... Oh, it's going to be 2 Yellorium and a redstone. So let's grab a redstone. And a diamond. And 4 more of these. There we go. And we'll grab 2 more Yellorium. 1, 2. And we are going to get in here. And we're going to burn these like we did before. Just grab 4 of those bad boys. And 4 of these. Recipe, shift click. Recipe, shift click. There's our controller. And I'll put my bucket away, and I guess I'll just kind of store that for now until I need some cryothium for something. Oh, I guess I did count the glass right. I just didn't make the controller. Shit. We'll just put the controller right here for the time being. That'll be fine. Now we can right-click this so we can see everything that's happening inside here. And it gives us all kinds of numbers and crazy stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of my cables. Oh, I guess I'm going to need 3 here. There we go. And we're going to wrench this to go input. And we're just going to go ahead and tell this guy to always extract. So that should instantly be... Yep, it's loading that guy up. And you can see them in the fuel rod inside. You can see little yellow lines in the middles of the fuel rods. You can barely see it because I've got cryothium all up in there, but you can see it. Taking a good time to load because each fuel cell can hold 4 of these Yellorites, right? And then that's how that works out. So I'm also going to tell this guy, we're going to set him to in and out mode, and then on the out mode, we're going to tell this, it comes out cyanite, which is a bluish color, so let's grab blue. There's blue. And then I'm going to grab, you know what, I'm not going to use this barrel because fuck barrels. We're going to do one of these, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of my deep storage units. There we go. And that's going to be that. And then we're going to tell this guy input, and we're going to tell him blue. Blue. Where's blue? God damn it. There's blue. Or tell him input on blue. That way what's going to happen is it's going to bring the Yellowite out of here. It's going to go right into the see, we got extras loaded in here, so it'll keep everything loaded. It'll go right, the Yellowite will go straight into the reactor. Then, as it slowly burns everything into the cyanide, it's going to eject waste. It's automatically set to input fuel and eject waste. So every time a cyanide comes out of here, after the Yellowite slowly gets turned into cyanide, it'll eject that into right here, which will then pull out of this guy. We'll set him to always activate. He'll pull everything out of the. Oh, you know what? We should filter that. Whoopsie. So we're going to filter this, and we're going to say blacklist, and we're going to grab one of these, and we're going to tell him blacklist. Oh, I didn't mean to extract. God damn it. In and out. There. Blacklist Yellowite. So now he's not going to pull out the Yellowite. So we can go ahead and put this stuff back in here. And he's going to load that back up. He's going to get back to 64 right there. Fantastic. And that will stay right there, stable. And this will stay empty, and it will only pull cyanide out into there. So that'll be all set to go. Yeah, so that's going to be our reactor. And if I want power out of this guy, there's the power tap. I can tell this guy, just get in here, it says deactivate reactor, and I can just click that to activate it, which I'm not going to do because I don't have this infrastructure yet to hold extra power, because I'm still pretty full up. My lava power is basically good for the moment, so I'm just going to kind of hang with the lava power for now until I need more power. I will eventually need more power, so this is basically for future use. And that's going to be the end of the episode. I'm going to call it right there. Hope everybody had an OP time. Not a lot of a little bit of rage this one. Oh well, whatever. Hope everybody had an OP time. Make sure to like, favorite, follow, subscribe, Hitbox, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, /RobTheOPGamer. Peace!